it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw Space Godzilla. It's going to be a close-up of Space Godzilla, right? So let's hop right into it. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to draw a line down the very edge of his mouth. Curve over here. We're going to kind of want that curve there on the front of his, the mouth there. Curve around the corner. And then we're going to pull a line upward over here, kind of wiggling it up all the way up, on the way up. Okay. I'm going to go over here now. I'm going to pull a line up and pull a line over for kind of the top of the snout. Nostril on this side and nostril on this side. Right on. Line up over here. Downward here. Downward here. Up, down. Up, down on this side. Curve over here. Curve over here. We're kind of drawing in the middle of the eyes. That's pretty much what's starting to happen there. Line over here, curve down. Line over here on the far edge of this eye, and we're going to curve up into this area. Line over here. Line over here on this side for the cheekbone. Line over here on this side for the cheekbone. Circle. Circle. Right there for the eyes. We're going to fill in most of the eye. We're going to leave in a little bit of a highlight right there. Curve over here. Let's go down to the teeth area. We're going to go right here. Down, up. Down, up. And then we're going to draw other teeth that are not going to be quite as big, kind of around the middle there. And stay till the end, by the way. We're going to put in some details at the end, but right now we're just kind of going in, putting the general idea of it first. Line up here for the teeth down. Line up here for the teeth down. Curve over here. Line over here for the gum line, and we're going to draw some teeth aiming up. Line up over here. Down. Curve underneath. Up. Curve underneath. And he has like these spikes on the side of his head. So downward, up, kind of around his cheek. He's got like an extra, almost looks like a tooth kind of, but it's from a spike. And then we're going to find our way up over here, up around that side. All right. So far, so good. He has this crest in the middle of his head, so we're going to find that together. We're going to up, down, over here, up, down, curve up, go up all the way, down over here, up, down, right there. Line up, line up, line up, line up. And rest of the side of the head on this side. And then he's got a pretty low forehead, the way Godzilla tends to have, right? But this is Space Godzilla. And then he's got a pretty big neck. Downward right here, and downward right here. He's got a pretty big neck. All right. Line down for that neck area. He's going to have a kind of a snake belly area. Like so. And outward over here. Something he has too, he has these giant crystals on his shoulders. One on this side. And one on this side. Remember, you just want to be in the ballpark when you do all this stuff. It doesn't have to be exact. You just want like an idea of it where somebody can tell what it is. That's pretty much what we're going for. And then we're going to throw over here some small spikes he has on his head. kind of around that area as well. If you want, you can draw like another crystal over here. And let's get into the detail, which is going to make him look more like, you know, himself. If you're, by the way, if you are a fan of the channel, if you like drawing every single day, hit that. Please think about hitting the subscribe. Helps the channel out, helps you as well. You get to kind of have a dose of drawing daily. So think about doing that if you can. Curve over here underneath, curve over here underneath, line over here on his like cheeks right here. We're drawing these thinner lines as detailed lines. All right, the whole thing is meant as a detailed, like, same thing over here. We're drawing these thin little curves. Thin little curve on this side. Curve, curve. Line up over here, line up over here. Curve, 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 curve. Line underneath over here on this side, fill it in. Line over here for that tooth area. Over here on this side though, same thing over here. Not that tooth, well, those two weird gnarly teeth around the corner. Got little lines, and like I said, from this point on, a lot of everything you do is going to be these little thin details, right? These thin little, and what we're doing is trying to simulate, you know, scales. That's the entire idea. You're simulating scales in order to just kind of, you know, make it look more animal-like, right, or more convincing, right? You can throw, as long as you throw in, as long as they're thinner lines than everything around it, it'll be easy for you to do, right? It'll be easy for you to throw in as long as they're thinner lines. The thinner lines just don't distract, and that's something that's incredibly important to think about. But thanks so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have a great day, and that's pretty much it. I want you to stay there, and I want you to kind of, what we're going to do is we're going to roll into another lesson. You know, like I said, if you want to help the channel out, sorry, I hit the microphone. If you want to help the channel out, please share the video. Sharing is caring. And I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you so much, and we'll talk very, very soon. See you later. Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.